If you've been watching Good Company for a while, you know that our field host, Gary Lumpkin, is into thrills. I mean, the man likes to try things like riding bulls and rodeos. Last week, he was on the top of the Piper Jaffray building with the construction workers way up at the top. Well, how do you top things like that? Well, he found a group of stuntmen here in the Twin Cities who came up with ways for him to top the experiences he's had before. For instance, how would you like to be tied inside and handcuffed inside a teepee that someone sets on fire, and then you have to escape from it? Huh? That would top it, wouldn't it? Well, that is something he's going to try today. He's doing a two-part series on these stunts as Lumpy learns how to do them. Let's start at the very beginning. Let's go to the preparations that Gary went through to escape from his burning teepee. Here's Gary Lumpkin.
Well, hi there. I'm at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds today. Actually, I'm on the Midway, where the Midway should be, but it's just wide open spaces right now, and we're going to need all the space we can get. Because with these fellas' help, that's Dwayne up there, and here's Jeff down below, today I'm going to learn how to be an escape artist. Now, the man behind it all is right here, Michaelson.
Well, how you doing there, Gary? You ready?
I don't know. Are you ready?
You didn't know what you're getting into when I invited you to a barbecue, did you?
Guy's kind of funny. Now, his shirt says Bioline because he owns his own cosmetics company, but believe me, he's a lot more than a guy selling makeup. Let me show you what happened the first time Kai and I met each other.
Sentence you to hang together for eternity.
Now, one of the first stories I did for Good Company was when I attended Kai's wedding almost 2 years ago. Now, Kai and a bunch of his stuntmen friends thought it would be a great idea if as soon as he and his bride were declared man and wife, they'd both be hung.
I now pronounce you man and wife. Hang 'em.
And then everybody could join in for a good old down-home gunfight like this. Well, as you can see, it wasn't your typical June wedding. And ever since then, I've wanted Kai to teach me some stunts like this. And he agreed, but said he had an even better idea. I could be an escape artist. And so, here I am being chained to a post. Now, actually, at this moment, Jeff, his associate, is only putting the chains on as a test to make sure they are firmly attached to the wood. And believe me, they are. Now, when we do it for real in a few minutes, not only will I have to get out of the chains, but I'll have to do it quickly because I'll be sealed in this cone-shaped structure, which you can see here being covered with highly flammable rubber cement. That's right. I'll have to do it fast because the whole thing will be set on fire. And if the fire burns through while I'm still chained to the post, well, let's just say this is serious.
This is real serious, and fire is the most dangerous thing that you can get into because of, first off, we're going to have no oxygen in here. You cannot breathe. You have to hold your breath. Do not breathe no matter what. You're going to have to hold because you can get fire into your lungs, and then you got pneumonia, and we got a problem.
Well, now, you know, I've got the fire suit on here, and then you had me put on this overalls that you've soaked in fire retardant. I mean, I could catch on fire?
Yes, and that's another thing. When you come through, roll on the ground. Just roll, okay? And we will be right on top of you with fire extinguishers. Very important. Roll.
And it was only a few minutes later that Jeff was again chaining me to the post, but this time it was for real. And then, as even more rubber cement was painted on to ensure an extremely hot fire, Jeff pulled a hood over my head to protect my hair from catching on fire, and then he added a pair of safety glasses to keep any flying embers from getting into my eyes. Now, at this point, I want to emphasize to you that what you are watching is real. We have not stopped the cameras, nor are we playing any tricks, such as substituting another person for me as a double. That's really me you see in there, and right now I'm getting a final inspection from Kai, who tucks the hood into my fire suit and wishes me good luck. Then, the last panel was put into place, and I was completely enclosed. Now next, some rubber cement was added to that panel, and I was inside trying to remember everything Kai had taught me. Don't inhale the flames, don't even breathe, and roll when I get out. Now in a moment, the structure will be ignited, and when it is, watch just how intense and how quickly the fire really burns. And remember, I'll be inside trying to escape from the chains and the fire. And they told me I'll probably have less than 30 seconds to do it.
Okay,
thinks I'm taking too long and runs to get a fire extinguisher.
Come on, Garrett, get out of there. Out, Garrett, get out. Come on, let's go. Get out of there, Garrett.
But then finally, I break through and immediately fall to the ground. Now, Kai and the others are there very quickly, and although I hear the fire extinguishers, at that moment, I assume they were using them only as a safety precaution.
Wow. Wow. Well, welcome to the club. I mean, do we have an escape artist? Wow, what took you so long?
Not much left
Gary's
there.
turning to me.
Those chains.
All right, way to go.
Those chains, I tell you.
That's hanging in right to the last minute.
Well, as you saw, he made it out, and he's with us today. Please welcome Gary Lumpkin. That was terrifying for me. I mean, for you, it must have been incredible.
Well, it was fun. It was quite an experience. I
Fun.
don't have the right word for me because I was involved in it, but I got to tell you one thing. The camera crew, we had several cameras there and shooting the whole thing, and they saw the preparation and knew a lot about what we were doing and the safety that we had built in, and they got scared for me watching it. So
it took forever for you to come out
Yeah,
of
it
there.
really
Did you
did.
have problems inside?
Well, it was a little sticky in there, and I had some signals that I had to wait to see the flames breaking through the cardboard and the structure that we have. Let me show you one freeze frame just right at the end of that story. Now, that's just moments after I've come out. We've just looked at that, and you can look over my shoulder and you can see that it's now burned through. But more importantly, the cross, the wooden post that I was chained to, is now just charred, absolutely black. And so people, at first I thought, well, maybe the fire would be on the outside, and it's not all that tricky, but no, the fire does get on the inside, and the inside becomes a crispy critter as well. I got to show you one other thing. This was no gimmick.
This is what you were wearing.
This is what I was wearing, and remember how there we go. Remember how they had the fire extinguishers going? Well, this is why.
You really were on fire.
I was really on fire, yeah. I didn't know this at the time.
Oh my gosh. Well, now, this was the first one.
This is the first one.
Gary also did
we have
another
one
one,
tomorrow.
which is...
It's even more spectacular, if you can believe that. I'm going to be hit by a truck at about 60 miles an hour, but more than that. More than that. And I got to tell you right now that I'm working with Kai Michaelson, a professional stuntman and stunt coordinator who's done it for years, been in a lot of Burt Reynolds movies, and he knows what he's doing, and he's got me doing things that are very safe. So watch us tomorrow. We'll go out and do that one, and you can see what happens when it get hit by a truck at 60 miles an hour.
So needless to say, don't try it at home, because it's the kind of thing that only people who are trained and are real professionals in this know how to do.
And there's a lot of practice.
Incredible. We'll be watching tomorrow. I mean, we'll be here tomorrow. You coming back tomorrow?
I'm planning on it. We'll see what happens.
See what happens this afternoon
with the truck.
with the truck. We'll be right back.